Learning that someone you care for is facing a struggle due to past or present trauma, mental health battles, or painful circumstance is not easy. No one wants a friend or loved one to feel intense internal or external pain. The reasons, cause and effect behaviors, and thoughts and emotions which come because of their struggle range from short-term triggers to extreme distress. As you lean in and learn more, you can enter into conversations with a healthy perspective. In order to do this, we suggest the following steps. Make it safe, assess where they are at, establish mental safety, educate yourself, and process. Together, let's unpack what these are and find out how we can be supportive to someone that we care for. Make it safe. When you are told about deep pain or challenging circumstances someone that you care for is facing, the first thing which can help set the tone for the rest of your conversation is to make it safe. What do I mean by that? I mean, it is important in moments of great vulnerability to make sure the person who is sharing knows what to expect from you and that what they shared will be stewarded well. Letting them know that I am glad that they shared. Thanking them for trusting me with their story. Affirming their courage and bravery to talk about something difficult. Letting them know that I am not going to gossip about the thing that they revealed. Also letting them know that I don't look at them differently now that they told me. I want them to understand that this is not a one-time conversation, but that I welcome them to be able to share more in the future. I also want them to know why I want to be there for them as they find a way through this challenge. Assess where they are at. The next thing I usually need to do is to assess where the individual is at. This often means exploring their story and finding out what they need in that very moment. Depending on the topic that they have revealed as part of their challenge, I might have experience in being able to process with them. Many times, I need to point towards professional support. As you work with an individual and find out what is happening in their life, it will be important to first determine the level of safety that they might need available to them in the present. Many times, an individual will share about a trauma or challenge which was present from a long time ago. This could be true, or it could be something that they are saying in order to throw off the timeline so there's no need to act to it immediately. If someone has been stuck in a situation of trauma or cyclic pattern of behavior, they may know what to say in order to avoid having to act in the moment. This is going to take great discernment on your end to determine the level of potential present harm that they might be in. Never assume that you know, yet listen and ask clarifying questions in order to assess what help they might need in the present. This is why it is always important to make it safe. You want to earn trust and reaffirm that it is safe for them to be honest, even if they are scared to act. If you have credible details which lead you to believe that they are in danger now, such as abuse or suicidal ideation, it is important to get them help immediately. If you are a mandated reporter and you learn someone within your influence is in any threat of harm or danger, either by their own hand or someone else's, it is time to act. Legal requirements vary from state to state. I would encourage you to check with your local laws and follow policy and procedures. Establish mental safety. It is important to gauge whether or not the individual who has shared with you is okay in terms of their mental health. In the case of trauma or deep personal pain, without finding healing, circumstances often compound. Many individuals struggle with trauma or pain and end up choosing self-medicating behaviors in order to soothe the circumstances. These behaviors might include addiction, self-harm, suicidal ideation, or poor relationship choices. Professional support which is equipped to handle trauma is often needed in order for this kind of an individual to find the wholeness that they need. This is not because the individual is weak or unintelligent enough to just figure it out. No. Instead, this speaks to the gravity of trauma and the fact that it impacts the brain, physiological makeup of an individual, as well as their emotional well-being. The fact that they have shared their story with you tells me that they trust you, that they are invested in your relationship, and that they are in a place in life where they are looking for guidance. The best thing that you can do for them is to be a consistent, encouraging source of support for them. This does not mean, however, that you have to have all of the answers. Instead, it means that you can be with them as they journey to find those answers. This might mean being with them as they get connected to a hotline, as they visit a counselor for the first time, when they contact a support professional, or even get in touch with an authority figure. Many times, someone who is affected by trauma simply needs someone to be with them as they build their courage on the journey to wholeness. Though it can be overwhelming to know how to do that at times, always remember, your relationship with them is the key. Maintaining a healthy source of affirmation, encouragement, and consistent support is a tremendous gift. They are going to have to walk through challenges as they find wholeness, and support along the way can help them to find it. Educate yourself. Lives affected by trauma can be incredibly nuanced. The more you have opportunities to educate yourself on the nuances of a complex topic that they are facing, the more you will be able to enter into conversations with a healthy perspective. Additionally, through resource research, you have the opportunity to point someone you care for towards skilled professional care. This is why we have gathered numerous resources on our website to help you get to know more about the issue and what support options are available for yourself and the individual that you care for. Be sure to process. The most important thing which can move someone that you care for towards help is to make sure that the focus stays on them. It will be normal if you feel your own sense of worry, anger, fear, concern, confusion, and a range of other emotions. These feelings are common, and they may take time for you to process in a healthy way. This is why I know that I have to find places and people that I can process my own thoughts and emotions about the person that I care for with in a healthy way. Sometimes I can do this on my own. At other times, I need to work through it with a team within my own organization. Occasionally, I know that I need to lean into a counselor myself so that I can remain inside of a balanced sense of perspective. I would encourage each of you out there to make sure that you build up your own network of support so that you are able to continue being there for someone else, as well as making sure to still care for yourself and your own story well.